Welcome to So You Think You Can Write, where we give serious writing critique without taking ourselves too seriously. My name is Randy Lindsay, and with me here today is
Annika Arrington,
Adrienne Quintana,
Portia Baker,
Brock Booher.
and we are recording at the Ready, Set, Write conference at Tempe Library. Okay, and this has been a lovely day, a lot of fun teaching these wonderful people.
Locked in the basement of the Tempe Library.
That's right.
They won't let us out.
Yeah, until we finish the show. So, and how the show works is we are going to have Adrienne read a first page submission, and the rest of us will pretend we're agents or editors, and if we do not like the submission,
or maybe they just don't like something about it, maybe not the whole thing.
or that I just like hitting the buzzer because it's an abuse of power, we'll hit the buzzer and give a reason why.
I think Randy's a villain. Just likes the power.
How long have you been
Wait
recording?
a second.
How long have you been recording
You just
with me?
now figured out that Randy's
Yeah.
a villain?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Takes me a while.
Villains are the best.
All right, here we go. The insistent digging was followed by an exasperated voice. Hey, can I get some service?
Dinging.
Oh,
I'm sorry, because it does make a difference. Are they digging a grave or are they digging?
I'm thinking
We're gonna
I like
buzz
it.
Adrienne's
Reading.
reading right there.
Dinging.
Dinging, not digging.
Okay. The insistent dinging was followed by an exasperated voice. Hey, can I get some service? Elsie Bennett sighed. She'd left the front counter for 30 seconds, so how long had the guy possibly been waiting? Be right there, she called, speed walking back to the counter, careful to jump over the hole in the rubber anti-slip floor mat. She stopped in her tracks and had to rein in her urge to stare. Despite the unpleasant grimace, this guy was gorgeous. His crossed arms...
Yeah, I don't
Really?
like gorgeous guys either.
I like
Yeah.
that's where I got interested.
That's, that's where Adrienne got interested. I'm just like,
This
okay.
guy was gorgeous. Okay.
I was expecting something different, like this, like she saw something that she didn't expect. I mean, I don't know, it just,
Well, she
Gorgeous
stopped in her
guys don't have
tracks. I don't
something
think she
about.
expected it. But
okay. So
All right.
he's a hateful guy who's gorgeous. Anyway, all right.
There we go. His crossed arms only accentuated the muscle in his tan arms. I called ahead. Do you have
I'm sorry, arms and arms 2 times in one sentence.
his crossed
So,
arms?
His crossed arms only accentuated muscles in his tan arms.
But he has 2 arms.
So you can say it twice.
Okay. I called ahead. Do you have my pizzas ready? Darcy? His jaw tightened. That's my last name. Sorry, I'll be another 5 minutes, sir. He leaned against the counter. Then am I getting a discount? He glanced down at his expensive watch and back up at his expensive haircut. Do you need a discount? I'd like to speak to a manager. Yeah, she shouldn't have said that. There's no manager here right now. Of course not. You should be nice to people who prepare your food. Darn it, mouth. Elsie usually prided herself on being calm in the face of sheer stupidity, something she was unfortunately exposed to on a regular basis. I like Elsie.
It's got a good voice.
It does, but I feel like that her strongest voice is the last sentence. It's like I wanted almost a little bit more of that up here,
Yeah.
Because I like the voice, but I want more of it. But that's just me.
I see Annika.
There, yeah, you can see the machinations. No, there are some long sentences up there in the beginning, especially that dialogue tag. She called speed walking back to the counter, careful to jump over the hole in the rubber anti-slip format. It loses a lot of its immediacy for me. And then we go into this, kind of back and forth where there's almost no descriptors. And I don't know if that's supposed to be a little more bantery, but it just doesn't come off for me.
Well, and I don't know. The bell, at first, I liked that. The bell, could have been something else, but now that she's working in a pizza place, I'm assuming this is going to be a romance. Yes?
Yeah, who doesn't love pizza?
When
I
it
love
starts,
pizza.
Right.
Yeah.
well, and when it starts off with her calling him gorgeous right off the bat, I'm expecting romance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In his arms. I mean, that's
Yeah,
his
this is
genre.
romance
Yeah.
for sure.
So I don't love her working at a pizza place. Can I just say that?
Why? What's the matter?
That's
with
because you're not a guy. Okay,
she's
so
gonna
I would
smell like
totally love a
Italian
girl working
oatmeal.
at a pizza place.
You like
Well,
her,
and if
but
Yeah,
you
you
don't
get
read
free
romance.
pizza.
Well,
Well, if
no,
you
but
hate
I'm
romance.
just saying I would totally like a girl that works at a pizza place. I mean, if I wasn't married, you know.
Is that where you met your wife at a pizza place?
Yeah, it's not.
Well, and here's my thing too, is if we're in a pizza place, where
Where all the other
where are your
workers?
senses? Well, no, I mean,
Oh, that's
there's
true.
a
The
smell,
smells.
there's lots of sound going on in places, because I have kids. We go get $5 pizzas all the time, and you know, there's a lot of noise going on in there. There's smell. It's warmer than outside always, and things like that I'm lacking here. That I feel like you could really put that stuff in here to ground us into the scene a little more.
Instead of the hole in the rubber
That's the
anti-slip
only
floor mat,
description
give us
that we
something
got.
that shows us pizza place before then, or just please don't put her in a pizza place for me. Like, I don't know, I just see her like, well, I don't know, maybe at the beginning we want to see her looking, I don't know,
Ragged.
there's nothing romantic to me about Little Caesars.
Apparently to the guys, there is.
No offense to the Caesars. No offense. Don't take offense. Don't write us.
You can quote me on that. Oh no, I'm gonna get.
Well, and I think it's pretty obvious we're going for kind of a contemporary Pride and Prejudice riff here with the whole
Darcy.
Bennett Darcy thing.
Mhm.
But and again, maybe this is, you know, good for the genre, but he's being a complete jerk. And she's all like, and he's gorgeous, and his arms, and I'm like, he's a jackwagon. Why are you giving him any of your time? And to me,
There needs to be something more than that.
Yes, I want them to work for it.
Well, I
If,
like that she talked back to him though. I did give her points for that, you know, where she's like, "Do you need a discount?" Like, I did like her voice a little bit, but yeah, I didn't like him at all.
But he
I
was
don't care.
gorgeous.
I don't care. if
Maybe
he's
that was
gorgeous.
probably
That's not enough
the
for me.
goal.
There's 2 arms.
Maybe they need to just
Two
show us
sets
more
of
of the
arms,
gorgeous.
like,
There
I'm
wasn't
seeing
any
4
work
arms.
for that.
Yeah, there was no work for that.
Like,
It was just,
just
and
telling us he's
gorgeous.
gorgeous. Like, I can't picture what he looks like.
Yeah,
He's just
what
got
does that
crossed
mean?
arms that
It's-
are gorgeous.
That's all we know
Apparently
about.
he's tan and
Apparently,
gorgeous.
guys that have big arms and are tan are
He's
gorgeous.
faceless, though. You know, we didn't get any description really of his facial features at all or anything like that. It just
It would be
Yeah.
interesting too to have like some of this back and forth happen before she sees him, and then we would care that he was gorgeous. You know what I'm saying?
That would actually be
like
more
if
fun.
she was
yeah,
kind
like
of
she's
mouthy to
working on
him.
the pizza and her
Yeah.
back's to him,
Not the pizza, something else, please.
or
She's folding
or
boxes.
whatever she.
I think we've established
I don't-
Adrienne.
Adrienne's
She's had
not
She's
one
working
that.
in Monterey, you
I
know,
love her
making
right now.
macarons.
Maybe she
Just
works in
this
a.
is- this is
Maybe
hangry.
she works in a gun store, and she's like, you know, re-racking ammunition. And, you know.
It would be nice
She's
if it was
loading.
something like
She's loading.
Yeah, she's really. That's
The
right.
bullets.
She's loading the bullets.
that's
Yeah,
really
that-
my attention.
that would
She's
get my
gonna-
And
attention.
he's
That would be
dinging,
my
he's
attention.
dinging, and he's saying, "Where's my lane? I need a lane. I need a lane." She's like, "Hold your horses. The woman
That's
with the gun
right.
here.
That's right.
Don't piss me off."
So, okay, that's a good suggestion. Maybe consider making her work at a gun store instead.
I'm thinking we're kind of moving away from
I
the
actually
point of the
agree.
show, which is not to completely rewrite the
No.
person's story idea.
It's not our story.
I can see. I mean, I guess if we want something, okay, that did accomplish its goal. If it's, you know, the retelling here, you know, there's nothing worse than Little Caesars working there to me. So maybe that is good, but I don't know. I guess the census would help.
We're gonna have to bleep out the Little Caesars. We're gonna get in trouble. Anyway.
There's room
Randy's
for
completely
character
lost
growth,
it.
is what you're saying here.
Yes, there is room for growth. So that's
Well,
good.
and you know
So
what?
Adrienne
We
saying it'd be
And plus then
okay
we
as
can
long as
see
there's
her-
no pizza involved.
It's not even so much the pizza that's the problem for me. It's
That
like
she works.
It's her outfit. that she's
Wait, we
wearing.
didn't even know
She's like, "It's not flattering."
I will say, we still don't know what she wants after this whole page either.
It's true.
She doesn't really have a
There
goal.
is no goal,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I guess we should vote, right? We're gonna drag this
Okay.
on. I'll go first and we'll move that direction then. So I'm gonna give it a set. I really like the voice. I actually like the banter between the two people. I just think it's shallow and you need to work on that. Change it up a bit. Some of the suggestions may not work for you, but get creative, change it up a bit, give her a goal. Maybe there's something she's trying to accomplish and that ties into why he's there or their conversation. So anyway, I did like the voice, and I think there's some possibilities here, so I'm just going to give it a set.
No, I'm going to go with Brock on that too, set, and for the same things. I really do like the voice, especially here at the end when we are seeing her internal thought here, and how she's talking about face of sheer stupidity. You know, I thought that was really cute. But I'm also going to add in here that I think that you need to work on bringing in more of the senses to ground us into the scene, and to work on your description a little bit more, just so, like Brock said, it's not too shallow. and only one arms
Yeah.
in the sentence.
I'm gonna say set too, and I'm gonna take back everything I said about Little Caesars. Actually, the more I'm reading this, I guess I really care because I have been this guy, and I've gotten there, and it's not hot and ready, and so that is creating some good tension. No, but yeah,
That's
it's
the title
just,
of the story, Hot and Ready?
I think that's it, yeah, hot and ready.
yeah, gorgeous and ready. Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, I would just tweak a few things. Obviously, we know what genre it is. We know what it is happening here, but we just need a little bit more tension on the first page, like rearrange some things, senses. It's not ready, but it's set.
It's not hot and ready, it's
It's not
just
hot and
set.
ready. Hot and set. Oh, it's the title's Pride and Pizza. I just think Georgia, Pride and Pizza.
Once again, I'm going to be an outlier, and I'm actually going to give it a right because it just didn't read smoothly for me. I think there's a lot of mechanical issues in there that need to be polished out first before I'd say even set.
I thought the voice was fun. I love pizza. But I'm going to give it a right. I just didn't feel that it's moving anywhere. I mean, it's just some pleasant banter between, or unpleasant banter, whatever. It's banter between a guy and a girl who might fall in love. But I mean, there's not a reason for me to care at this point. I mean, other than the girl's kind of funny, right? And I don't know. For me, that's just not enough that the girl's kind of funny on the first page. So,
Did we get it right? Comment below if you think we did or didn't. Let us know if you like pizza. Anyway.
and what flavor? What kind of pizza? What's the best? Hawaiian with ham and pineapple? Are you for that? Supreme?
Supreme?
I'm just curious.
Is
Is pineapple
no
a crime on
fish.
pizza?
No fish.
No.
No? Okay, so answer any of those questions if you want.
All right.
Oregano's own pizza.
Oregano's. Okay, so we're
Vampire
down in,
pizza.
so we're gonna make a pitch for oregano's. We're gonna give a thumbs down for Little Caesar. Okay, anyway.
Thumbs totally down if you're hangry and low carb.
Well, until next time, get ready.
Get set.
Right.